everybody. I am back out here once again on the tiny house build. And I've just been piddling around, just doing a little bit of something here, a little bit of something there. No big jobs, but let me show you what all that I've been doing so far today. Okay, so first off, I've been putting that expanding foam stuff around the windows. And I went all the way around because it seems like I can feel a little bit of draft down there. I think it was actually right here somewhere I felt the draft, but I went ahead and just went all the way around with it. And I also went around there with it too. And up there also, there was some light coming in across through there, so I foamed all that up. You can see. That way, anywhere that I thought that might be a leak, an air leak, I've been foaming. And like when I made holes, like I made a hole there, foamed around it. Over here, made a hole there, so I foamed around it. Foamed there. Put some around that box. I guess that'll help. You can see I foamed around that window. And I can tell you, this heater has been kicking off a whole lot more often. It turns itself off when it gets up to temperature because it has, right here, it has a little thermostat. And as soon as it gets up to temperature in here, that thing kicks off, and it gets up to temperature really a lot faster than what it used to. Sometimes that thing would run about all day. Now it keeps kicking off, so I kind of like that. So that means I have got it sealed up a whole lot better than what it was. Okay, so this has made the biggest difference of anything that I've done as far as sealing anything up. I took and I cut out some foam insulation and put into the eave there. And you can see, get down a little closer, you can see that the house wrap is coming down the roof and it loops down like this. I actually have it stapled to the outside of the house. The reason for that is I want air to be able to go through under this, because if the roof can draw air up, then there will be less heat buildup because it can allow the air to come up. But I don't want the air to come into the living area. I just want it to go up on the other side of the plastic, and once I get the actual insulation up, it'll of course be on the other side of the insulation. But for right now, I have this all blocked up with this foam board insulation. I went ahead and on the bottom of all the walls, I went ahead and, just in case there was any room that some air could come through, I went ahead and filled in. Like I said, I need to get another can to do stuff like that. You can see up here, got it sealed in, but I'm still leaving enough room for the air to get through up over top of the plastic. And I'll tell you, this has made a big difference in the heat retention in this house. I got my cigarette lighter plugs. Those came in, so I went ahead and I've got the wires run for them, and these won't really mount to anything until we get the boards up on the wall. So I'm going to have one here and one over here. These are for charging your cell phone or whatever off of the solar power without having to use the, you can use this solar, but this has to go through an inverter to make 110 volts. And if you're just charging a cell phone, it would be better to plug a cell phone into cigarette lighter plug, because you can plug a cigarette lighter adapter in with a USB adapter and have your cell phone charger, or even a tablet or whatever. We have another cigarette lighter plug down here. I know I have wire nuts. It's going to be inside the wall, but this is low voltage. It's 12 volts, so it's okay. And over here we have one. I figure this can go in the wall about right in here somewhere. That way it's close to where the actual solar plug is too. So you can use either one. So we have cigarette lighter plugs all through here. And of course this solar, I don't remember if I put this on a video or not, but I added this solar in the kitchen. It just comes up and goes over, goes down, and it is its own circuit. Because the inverter that I have has 2 plugs on it, so might as well run 2 wires to it. So that is that much. And I also kind of changed this around a little. I put another T in here for the cold water for the sink and brought it over and stubbed the cold and hot out. I know these were way too long, but it's okay. I can always cut them off. Yeah, a couple of things in here you might notice. There is black, this is not carpet. This is a rubber membrane that should prevent water from saturating this floor, just in case, like either you're in the bathtub and you splash some water out. It's going to have, like I said, I'll probably have linoleum in here for that fact too, because linoleum is pretty much waterproof. But if it makes it through the linoleum, I want a second thing to keep it from making it down to the wood, because I don't want it to get to the wood floor. It can get on this and it's not going to hurt this. This is rubber flooring. And then also something else, there is now a window in the bathroom. And I would like to thank the ones of y'all that kept reminding me of putting that in, because I kept putting it off and putting it off. Now for this toilet, we need this flange. It's supposed to be about 12.5 inches from the wall here. The thing is, when you get 12.5 inches over, right here, I actually drilled a hole through. This is centered between the tub and this wall. So I drilled a hole right here, but right here is a floor joist. So I guess what I'll have to do is I'll have to put this over here, because this has a pipe that slides on the inside of it. So as long as I get enough clearance to have that go down in there, it will move the toilet out just a little bit. I think that will be fine. So I guess if we can mark this and make us a hole, we can put this down. And I don't know how this is marking on here. It is a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. It's right there. Okay. Well, that's a big old hole in the floor now. That way I got something good, solid to screw the flange into anyway. Okay, so that's just barely off of the ground. So I think that may work. You know what? I think I should have. I don't know. It shows a line right here and a line right here. I'm thinking that means if you put that straight, that's where it's supposed to be. But let me know if y'all think I should turn it on around so that these two are right here and here. So that way, when you slide your bolt in for the toilet, it goes all the way to the end. I don't know, because I've never put one of these in, but it would be easy to twist around before I glue anything up, which I'm not gluing anything yet. I will stick the thing in on the bottom though. Okay, well, kept on getting cold air through there, so I took the piece I cut out of the middle and I stuck it down in there. I can just push on the side of it and it kind of rolls it up and I can get it back out. But over here is a piece of pipe there's a piece of 1.5 inch pipe right here. And what I have for a hole saw, I'm not even sure what size this is. It's wore off. But this is not quite as big as that pipe. As you can probably see here, it won't go in the pipe, but it's not big enough to actually make a hole as big as the pipe. So, well, you may notice I'm upstairs and there is a, where's that? And I'm upstairs and there is a pipe sticking out of the floor. It worked, but it wasn't really the way you're supposed to do it. Let me show you. Okay, so you can see the hole's really not perfectly round that it came through. That's actually pretty close. I actually take a bit of sawdust and cram in there, and it'll be, well, it's not really going to matter that much. It's not an outside wall, but that is a drain for the sink. So now that I know where that's at, I can go ahead and I can finalize these. Just bring them up and out there. But, all right, now that I know that, and I've got that in, check out the bottom. All right, so on the bottom, it's not quite so pretty. What I did, I drilled the hole. Of course, the hole was too small with that bit, that hole saw that I had. I drilled the hole, and then I would take and I'd hold the bit off to the side and go up and just chew off a little at a time until I got the pipe to fit. And it comes down through this wall and keeps right on going. I actually used a sawzall to cut out around it a little there, so I got a little gap. I have to fill that in. I had all this cleaned up too. And now I've got a mess. But now I guess I also need a hole for the kitchen sink drain. And I don't know what standard procedure and all that is on this, but I know I looked at the other old trailer down there, and the drain just goes straight down through here, and then the sink just comes and hooks to it. I don't see a problem with that. I mean, I can cut a hole through the cabinets. Actually, I'm going to build my cabinets in here probably, so that won't be a problem. I just go straight down. And it looks like there's a break right here, so there will be a floor joist right in there. So I'm going to try to drill a hole for our drain, and we'll just try to stick this through just to have something stubbed up here until I can get my fittings and stuff. I got my pipe, I just don't have my fittings. Another piece of pipe out there. But until I can get my fittings and stuff, that will just be stubbed down through there. Anyway, let's just see what I can do. And oh yeah, this may complicate things. I broke the bit. So this may not even work. But I'm gonna try it. And just see what I can do here. I'm gonna go as close over to the wall as I can. Okay. Now, that'll be about perfect, because that will hold that, and all it's got to do is just kind of stub out a little. Yeah, that'll work. So we have some drains running out now. They're just not running all the way. They're not hooked up underneath, but we got our pipes stubbed up. Got this pipe stubbed up. I need to get a hole saw that is the proper size. I can't do like I did this with that bathtub because it has to be a perfect circle so that the drain will seal. Because there's no drain in the bottom of that watering trough. It is made to drain out of the side. It's got a little bitty drain to drain out of the side. But anyway. It should still work, but I do need to get the proper size bit to make that hole, to make sure I don't make it too big. And I'll also have to recess it a little. But other than that, our drains are ran through the floor. All right, so what I did is I went ahead and ran these. Because see, once I got all these wires in the wall, I just remembered there is one more wire that I have to run that I don't have yet, but it's the only thing preventing me from doing the insulation. But, all right. Here is the Ethernet wire. I just put ET on it. The ironic thing is, to phone home, you got to use this one. This is the phone. Oh, okay, there you go. And I got them labeled the same outside so that when it comes time to hook them up outside, they're easily identifiable. So we'll just roll these up into the box. I got a little bit done today, just odds and ends and some running some plumbing pipe. Go get some insulation and start putting it in as far as that goes. But that might be a few days. Got to wait on the funds. I'm sure a lot of people know how that is. But anyway, that's all right. It's all part of it. Part of the fun. But anyway, I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.